pain. One more lie inside my brain. Digging deep, I feed the fire. Can't escape the slow desire. Feeding the beast, it calls my name. Tears me apart, but I feel no shame. Crawling back to what I hate. Feeding the beast, accept my fate.
sky, no sun to rise, just shattered screams and children's cries. Steel and fire, man-made tombs, cities turn to dust and ruins. We built our throne on blood and gold, now reap the end that we foretold. Beneath the ashes, nothing grows, only silence where the river flows. We burn the sky to light our greed. Now we choke on what we need. Skies were blue, now stained with sin, digging graves we're buried in. Oil-stained hands and hollow vows, no future left to save us now. We crowned ourselves as gods on earth, but killed the womb that gave us birth. Beneath the ashes, nothing grows, only silence where the river flows. We burn marching blind to the beat of greed. Another cog for the machine's name. You trade your time for empty pay. A silent scream you hide each day. System slave, rise or fall. Your back's against the bloody wall. Break the chains, ignite the flame. Refuse to play their wicked game. The puppets dance, the masters feast. They profit while your hopes deceased. No vote can shift the iron hand. Revolt begins when you take a stand. You're not alone inside the cage. Feed your fear and burn your rage. System slave, rise or fall. Your back's against the bloody wall. Break the chains, ignite the flame. Refuse to play their wicked game. This isn't freedom, it's disguise. You bleed beneath the flag of lies.